when his opponent is going to ask, how many cards are you running? Michael is going to answer 60 because he's on that grass. Looks greener. Paleozoic. What a throwback. And I'm in love with the deck, so I want to see also what it can do with a lot of new support. But it's going to be Ben going first. And
here comes, the Millennium Shield, number 1. Not sure how the name's changed. What is it actually, the proper name? Because Millennium Shield was obviously the original Shield of the Millennium Dynasty. There you go.
He's going to allow his opponent to read this card. I mean, in this deck, you can do quite a few things because he's really good at OTKing usually. And you can set up an oppressive field with Secret Village of the Spellcaster. But, I mean, that is not particularly strong against maybe a Paleozoic deck. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But something that is absolutely insane is gonna be Exiled Fires of Rage, because that's essentially a Feather Duster in the end phase. And how do you do that?
I mean, not only that, but the Exodia monster, I think it has a once per turn negate a spell or trap as well. So if you're just if your plan is just set 5 traps, then you're right. That's gonna be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, also obviously the typical strategy has not changed with the 60 card Paleozoics. You usually want to activate like a spell, a power spell, and then set 4 or 5 depending whether you're going first or second. But if your opponent is setting up exactly 1 negation plus a Feather Duster, that's I think the worst possible opener that they can have. And this is exactly what we are witnessing here. We go for the Unstoppable Exodia.
I thought the original Exodia was, unstoppable enough, but this one must be more unstoppable. Very powerful card. Has the monster negation. It attacks for a bunch of damage, equal to how much your life points are.
And I think Michael won't be happy reading this Exiled Fires of Rage.
Yeah, does it let you set during the end phase as well? Yeah, so oh my goodness. Is that what he set?
Yep.
Yeah, that seems quite tricky to play around.
That's about it. And you can see Michael not too happy. It's going to be tricky to find a solution. I honestly don't see it. It's probably something along... Because the problem is, even if you just don't set 5, then they just OTK you. And
destroyed, then you can set 2 normal traps in your graveyard. So you just set it along with your...
But I'm seeing so much spice, even a card that I haven't seen in years, which is Fiend Comedian, which, wow. I mean, probably not going to be the greatest in this matchup, but it's a really fun card to play around with a tossing coin, mechanic. But yeah, he has a lot of interesting tools, and he opens up with the lesser known of the Morganite spells, I want to say.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think its main effect is really that it just searches the other one, because... so it says you cannot activate monster effects from the hand after you use it, and then monsters you control can make 2 attacks during each battle phase. And then if your opponent's monster battles an opponent's monster, the damage is doubled. So I'm not sure those are the effects Michael's interested in, but when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to add another Morganite card from your deck to the hand. So yeah, that gets the original time-tearing Morganite, but it's very expensive, because you have to use it, and then you have to activate the other time-tearing Morganite, and that's not going to start paying off until a few turns in the future.
Yeah.
Kind of down to 3 cards? This is bold.
But, I mean, I do think it adds a little bit of consistency, and although you don't get the benefit right away, it still can be good. But wow, there is another card that he can't set unless he has maybe a Dinomiscus. And yeah, he doesn't seem too happy. And just 2 face downs. If Ben has one of those aggressive ends, this could be a very fast one. But yeah, let's take a look. I think he starts with Golem.
Yeah, the Golem. So they all special summon themselves and then search. We're going to start. Okay, we're going to get that Ankh to the hand straight away. Save you from paying a bunch of life points, because if you don't have the Ankh in your hand, then you have to pay life points each time rather than just reveal it. So paying 2,000 life points a pop for each of your effects could start to add up pretty quickly, because you only have 8,000 to begin with. That's only 4 effects.
Yeah, and with 2 face downs, the Ankh is actually scary, because Okay, as expected, by holding a card in hand, he had the Dynamiscus. And yeah, this means that it just has to get rid of... Oh, that's a good combo though. With the jack back at least.
The classic. But like,
Yeah.
what do we do? Like, you just activate the Millennium Ankh, and that's like, it threatens 8,000 damage.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, sounds
negates a spell or trap card. Like, Michael's only got 2 cards left to play with. Well, assuming that the backjack hits something, which given his deck is like 90%
Yeah, I mean, it's
normal traps, it will probably hit something.
yeah. Is there anything against this Ankh? No, we are not seeing any dimensional barrier. So at least I think there was one of the Exodia pieces in the end, pretty sure. So
Yeah. He's assembling all 5 pieces, but you know, it's not the official way of doing it. I want someone to just actually do it, like
yeah.
on the feature, you know, they just go, oh, whoops, I drew Exodia.
I mean, it's bound to happen at some point. Yeah.
You'd have to play a lot of games of
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Before
Hundreds
that
of
happens.
thousands, but at some point that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is brutal.
This
'cause
is like just 8,000 damage, unless Michael has something to say about it. Ice Dragon's Prison, maybe? Just to defend himself? Yeah, and
that's gonna be negated. Do we use the jack back? What's on top of the deck? That's the last card.
I want to see a Dimensional Prison or something, you know, just...
I think Ben is reading whether he can use the Ash Blossom. He's thinking about that.
Oh. Is that just it? That's just 8,000? No way. There it is.